Hi, I'm Ty, and welcome to another AgileDad University video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how the business analyst, technical analyst, and functional analyst can help the product owner be successful. All right, first let's talk a little bit about the product owner. The product owner is the linchpin for success with Agile. The product owner is responsible for the product backlog, and without a successful and well-groomed product backlog, everything else kind of starts to fall apart around it. And a well-kept backlog is one of the biggest ways that we're able to get value from Agile. The product backlog helps us be more flexible and deal with changing priorities. It also helps us to make sure that we're working on the most valuable thing first and always delivering value to our customers every single sprint. The product owner is a central part of the communication circles in Agile. One of the key roles of the product owner is to understand the customer's needs and wants and desires and what needs need to be met by our products. They are responsible for communicating with internal and external stakeholders and customers and making sure that they have a good understanding of what needs to be built. They're also heavily involved with the team and communicating that knowledge to the development team so that they can be developing the best solutions to meet those needs. It's too big of a job for one person. The product owner needs help.
Help me help you.
The course booklet from AgileDad's product owner class really summarizes well what exactly is involved in the product owner role. The product owner is the person solely responsible for implicitly understanding the wants, needs, whims, and desires of the end consumer. They do this by facilitating conversations with support about the things the consumer may be struggling the most with, and with trainers about the new thoughts and ideas the consumer may be thinking. They also host focus groups where they record data they discover about the current product they are working on, as well as enhancements for upcoming products. This individual is also responsible for understanding all of the business acumen behind why the product was built, whom it was built for, and how and where the product is used, and when it entered the marketplace. They need to understand the return on investment for the product, as well as the strategic value this product holds for the organization. This lucky individual also needs to have a pure understanding of how their product works and with what other products it integrates. They also need to understand what many other products do and how they relate to your product. They also need to fully understand the software development lifecycle in order to best determine the life expectancy of their core product. Is it brand new? Is it emerging? Is it sunsetting or sunrising? How many versions of software are we planning to support? This person needs to fully understand the technological feasibility of the product. They need to quickly be able to assess requests and determine if they are actual requests for enhancements or defects that need more immediate attention. With all of this information, it is expected that they will maintain full upward visibility and be a pure representation of the end consumer to the sponsor and a representation of the sponsor to the team working on the product. They are expected to report with 100% accuracy at risk of losing their job if at any point they are incorrect. They are also solely responsible for creation and maintenance of the stack-ranked product backlog, release plan, and one-year roadmap. That's all. So this is a huge responsibility with tremendous consequences if we get it wrong. So it's not all on the shoulders of one person. We call this the Product Ownership Cloud, and it consists of the product owner and 3 analysts that support him: the business analyst, technical analyst, and functional analyst. We're going to talk about each one of those individually. Next, we're going to talk about how the 4 roles of the Po Ba Fa Ta work together to really meet each one of those needs that was described earlier. Each of these analysts contributes to maintaining and refining the backlog and making sure that it is providing as much value as possible. They also free up the product owner to have more of the blue sky thinking that they need to be able to really excel in their role. So let's talk about the analysts. The business analyst is the proxy for the customer. They understand the wants and needs and desires of the customer, and then they are able to communicate that clearly to the product owner. They need to anticipate the needs of the market and be ready to share that with anyone who might ask. They understand the needs and desires of the customer so completely that they're able to see past the surface and into what the core of the problem really is. Henry Ford has a very famous quote that says, "If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse." Now, the true problem there is not that they really wanted a faster horse, they just wanted faster transportation. And Henry Ford recognized that problem and was unable to commoditize the automobile and make it so that it was attainable for everyone.
Mass production and the assembly line drove the price of the Model T down from $850 to $300. Now everybody could have one.
In the same way, our business analysts need to understand the wants, needs, and desires past the surface level so that they can communicate that to the product owner and the development team and make sure that the true problems are being solved by the products that we develop. Now, if any of the analyst roles can be considered full-time, it is the business analyst. There's so much that goes into it, from analyzing the market to speaking with customers and stakeholders, and then communicating that knowledge to the product owner and the development team to make sure that they understand for their implementation. The business analyst can also be seen as a product owner proxy. When the product owner is not around, they can attend meetings on behalf of the product owner. The business analyst helps the product owner to groom the backlog and write stories and make sure that the sufficient level of detail is in these stories and that they are refined, and helps to stack rank them according to their value as well. All right, next we're going to talk about the functional analyst. The functional analyst understands the product, how it works, and the direction that the business is taking. The functional analyst understands the competition and the marketplace and how our product fits in that marketplace, and understand the executive vision of not only the product that they're working on, but all of the products in the portfolio and how they work together. The functional analyst is then able to use this knowledge to help the product owner make strategic decisions while grooming the backlog, where the most value is and what features need to make it into the final product and what features need to make it in first. All right, next is the technical analyst. The technical analyst is responsible for understanding the technology that underpins all of our products. They understand how the product is built, how future features can be built, and the technical feasibility of future requests. The technical analyst will also help the product owner understand the technical complexity of different requests and tasks that might come into the backlog, and helps them to have an idea of the size and complexity of these tasks. The technical analyst usually has other responsibilities on the technical side. They're usually a lead developer, a tech lead, or an enterprise architect or similar. So each one of these analyst roles really assists the product owner in a specific area. They're able to work together in either one-on-one meetings or even meetings just with the PO/BAFATA all together. These analysts will also be available to be present during backlog grooming or backlog refinement whenever they're needed. Okay, next I want to talk about the concept of the chief product owner role. In many organizations, there's too many features or too many different aspects of a product, or too many products in a product line for a single person to be responsible for all of those features. So the chief product owner can step in as a product owner of all of the different product owners. They're able to refine and work together with all of those different product owners to make sure that there's a common vision and strategy for each of those different product lines that may be part of an overall product. One example that's commonly used is the Microsoft Office suite. You have Microsoft Office as a complete suite of software, and then within the suite of Microsoft Office, you have different products like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Visio. In this case, you could have a product owner over each of those sub-brands, and a chief product owner that helps to coordinate the effort across all of those different sub-brands. The chief product owner is responsible for directing the high-level effort without getting into too much detail. The chief product owner really helps to coordinate the efforts of all of these different initiatives in a larger organization. The product owner role is extremely important to the organization. The stack rank backlog is immensely valuable, and it's how we make sure that we're delivering the most value possible to the customer right up front. That we're doing the most important thing first, and that we are consistently delivering value. The stack rank backlog also helps us to deal with changing priorities in the marketplace. So thanks for watching, and feel free to send us an email at learnmore@agiledad.com if you have any questions about this topic or about how we can help you be successful with your product owner team. AgileDad provides certified training for product owners and scrum masters. If you have any other questions that we can answer for you, feel free to send us an email, and we can set up a phone call where we can discuss some ways that Agile can benefit you.